Are we live yet? Oh, we are. There we are.
There we go.
Oh, I don't know if I brought my phone. I don't need my phone. Here's the questions right here under my nose. Hello, everybody.
Yay.
Welcome to the wonderful world of bubbles.
Ta-da. Okay, I forgot to do that. So hello, everyone. We are back for another episode of Starseed Galactic Akashic Records readings. But I think since we did a show yesterday with Ali and Paul White Dragon, we actually promised people to read or answer their questions, their personal questions that may be related with Lemuria. So I guess for today we can take those questions because just a clarification, if you haven't heard of Lemuria yet, Lemuria is one of the ancient Earth civilizations that we had, and it's been long gone, but many of us have had lifetimes there. So if you have any questions about Lemuria later, and we draw your name, please feel free to ask about Lemuria as well. But generally, for this show, we only do galactic Akashic Records readings. So these are lifetimes outside of Earth. And if you haven't seen the show with Ali and Paul yet, please check our channels out. We did the simulcast for those. So yeah.
Yeah. It was
So
a
the
pretty good show
keyword,
yesterday, I think.
sorry.
It was a pretty good show yesterday.
Yeah, and we had a lot of interesting questions from our chatters. So
Yes.
I'm looking forward to the questions we'll get today later.
Yeah.
So if you want to join the draw for readings, please enter hashtag stars. So we will be drawing for questions randomly. We will be using the giveaway tool. So if you haven't done it yet, please enter hashtag stars. Ta-da! So let's say hi to a few people who are
Sure.
here. So
Wait a
Leah
minute.
is the very first person who came in.
Shooting
Hi, Leah.
star. Annie Bear.
Annie Bear is walking. Thank you so much for bringing us with your.
Yeah. And Red Dragon. Hello, Kim. Barbara
Inside your
Burke.
pocket, Annie Bear.
Barbara
Hey.
Love.
Hi, Barbara Hartlove. I love that username. John Timoteo is here.
Leah.
Bernadette Desir is here. Schweikoff is here. Hello. Thank you, everyone, for being here.
Right. Suzanne.
Hi, Suzanne. Hi, Lisa P73.
Oh, Rossi's
Tiffany
here.
Tisdale.
Hi, Rossi.
Hi, Rossi.
1111.
Mm-hmm. Shooting Star is here. Hi, Shooting Star. Hi,
Paul's
Charlotte.
here.
Shine Truth. Oh, hi, Mangled Unicorn Jax. Hi,
Tony.
Red Dragon. Ralph Anderson is here. Hi, Ralph.
Jax.
Maureen D'Amico is here.
Yay.
Hi, Maureen.
Hi, Maureen.
Oh, Paul is here. Hi, Paul. Okay. Sonia
Yeah.
is here. Hi, Sonia. Okay.
Hop on in.
Mm-hmm. While we're waiting for people to enter their keywords, again, the
Liz.
keyword is
Liz, how are you? Hello.
Liz.
Gerald. Hi, Gerald.
Hi, Gerald.
You're all better.
Again, the keyword for this week is hashtag stars. So if you'd like to enter the draw for a reading, please type in hashtag stars. Okay, while we're waiting for people who to type in their keywords, would you like to open the Akashic Records, Diana?
Yes, I will. I was trying to read what Paul was saying here. Let's see what this is first. I have Myasthenia gravis that affects my eyes. What do the records say? Okay, I see. We need a star on that. All right, so let us begin by taking 3 deep breaths, and you know the routine. We are surrounded by divine white light and the divine grace of Source. We ask Archangel Michael to protect and guide us as we create sacred space and call forth all of our angels, guides, beings of light, and Akashic record masters. Assist us now and bathe us in grace of the highest truth and the highest frequency and the vibration of light and love. Allow us to receive what is needed for our greatest good and the greatest healing, and the greatest of these for all humanity. Blue Star Sun, we ask for guided light from you to aid our ability to see, read, and heal what the records hold for all of us, and for those who may watch the replay as well. The records are now open. Hi.
Yay. Okay, it's time for us to draw for, let's draw for 4. Let's see the music. There we go. When your name is drawn, please type in your question. John Timoteo 5607, please type in your question.
My Junkos are so happy. This is their third feeding today, but now I'm out of seeds.
Oh, Gerald! Tarot Stash,
Yay,
congratulations, and please type in your question. Yay! Red Dragon Kim, please type in your question. And last for this round, Leah Omega 8, congratulations, and please type in your question. There we go. Okay, I have John Timoteo's question. So we're still waiting for Gerald's.
Hello,
Kim's.
Is Lapis Tiro. How are you?
Hi. Hi, Al. Oh, Pogo is here. Kaylee. Hi, Kaylee.
Hey, Kaylee. Leah, you won.
So again, that's John Timoteo, Tarot Stash, Gerald, Red Dragon Kim, and Leah Omega 8. Oops. There we go. I got Gerald's question. So we're still waiting for Kim's and Leah's questions. So while we're waiting for their questions, we can start reading John Timoteo. So may I take this one, Diana?
You want me to take it? No, you wanted to take it?
No, if I can take it?
Right? Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So John Timoteo is asking, where was my original star? I know I've been to Vega more than once. Yeah, I recall this question a few days ago. So where is John Timoteo's star of origin, please, masters? Solafat. Okay. So, John, your very first incarnation or your origin was also in Lyra, although it's not in Vega. It's in a star system called Sulafat. So, I'm going to see what kind of lifetime you had there. I'm being shown a farmer. Your very first incarnation was a farmer. But they're showing me more than farming. You used to slack off a lot. And you would go to different resting spots. And you would lie down and look at the skies and sing. You had some sort of straw that you chewed on. But mainly you sang. It's not that you didn't like farming, but you kind of wanted to express yourself a lot more. But they're telling me that's why you wanted to incarnate in Vega in your second incarnation or the next incarnations. Because there you could express yourself more creatively. It allowed you more freedom to do that because in Sulafat, the lifestyle was more it was more about farming for you, more about work and physical labor. So I asked what lessons you learned from there, and they told me hard work. They learned about hard work in the very first incarnation. So I hope that helps, John. And thank you so much for letting us read for you. So next up we have Gerald.
Oh,
Diana, would you like to take
I
Gerald's question?
I would love to.
Okay.
Hi Gerald. What is safe for me to know about the galactic records for me for your own work with the records? Okay. They're showing me a blue light all around you, the tall whites, the Nordic. This is a big part of your energy. This blue flame is showing your spontaneous awakening, and that you are to understand leaning into spiritual technology. There are some things that are cut and dry. If we don't do it, we don't get it. And so, in that, we can call it and refer to it as a technology. Now, this takes courageous behavior, that leaning into it and trusting your gut. You're very good at that. We know this, we all know this. But you have to, in order to encourage the memory of these seeds that are in you, in memory of these past lives that are in you, in order to go forward and utilize that same wisdom that you have had, you have to be able to put it into a balance. And that balance comes through the courage to just lean into it and go with your instinct and surround yourself with the blue light. The blue light is important for you. That's it. End of transmission. They really were stressing the blue light. So I hope that helps you, Gerald. Thank you, Gerald, and Akashic Records Masters.
Thank you so much, Gerald and Diana.
Pleiades also. Pleiades just came in. Vega, Pleiades. I hope that helps. And that's all whites.
Mhm. I'm picking something up on Pleiades as well, but I'm just going to dial in on what star system.
I'm also getting Lyra coming in here. Do you too?
Yes, I'm getting Lyra as well.
Okay.
But for Pleiades, Gerald, you were at least the very strong energy that's coming in is from Alcyone. So this is like the seat of government. It's where the Pleiadian Council is, the Alcyone star system. So it's a very well balanced star system where there's a balance of technology and spirituality. And I was seeing Gerald sitting on a bench in the city. Why? It's the Akashic Records Master's way of letting you know, Gerald, that it's okay to rest. There were times when you were busy in your lifetime in Alcyone. I'm seeing you painting. You used to paint in Alcyone. But from time to time, you feel exhausted mentally. So you would go out. It looks like a park, and there were benches there. It's a different looking bench than what we have here on Earth, but it's still a resting place where you used to go to, and you would rest there. And this is the Akashic Records Master's way of letting you know it's okay to rest. So yeah, please take time to rest. So sorry, I kind of just jumped in on that reading.
Oh, no, no, no. Do not
Thank
worry.
you. Thank you. So next up, we have next Red Dragon, Red Dragon, who is asking, what past life do I need to know about that will assist me to ascend in this current lifetime or current life? Okay. I'm seeing an experience that you had in Orion, Kim. Because I'm seeing a lot of spaceships, and it looks kind of like Star Wars. So to me, that means usually Orion. And I'm seeing you holding a gun or like a laser gun and just running. This was a mission that you took part in. And your mission was to save the slaves that were in Orion or being held captive in one of the ships in Orion. Okay, how is this related to her ascension message? During that time, they're showing me that you took it as your responsibility to save people, to save the slaves. But in this lifetime, in this current lifetime on Earth, they're asking, is it still applicable? Because sometimes you take on the responsibility that aren't yours because of that link to the Orion lifetime. It's their way of letting you know that it may not be your responsibility anymore. So what was applicable in that lifetime may not be applicable in this one. So set your boundaries and learn to discern what is yours and what isn't. So that is the Akashic Records Master's message for you today, Red Dragon. So I hope that helps. And thank you for your question. I'm seeing some of the feedback from the chatters. Annie Bear says Gerald, overachiever. He
You got
really
him
is,
a blue
isn't he?
light.
Okay. Next question
I
is
think
from
this is
Leah.
the- Hi, Leah. Oh my God, thanks. We were just talking about how it's been such a while since she's won anything. And I didn't even tell you, I just put the Om into it. And there you go. Oh my God is right. Okay. What species or hybrid could I be, or where was my last home? Well, there's two. There's two. Cetacean, cetaceous, cetacean, and Orion. Okay, so they're showing me a whale. So cetacea is a water planet. Is that how you say that?
I'm not sure.
It's it. Mm, it's a deep dive and a knowing. And since they keep showing me this whale, the whale is sonar. The whale is about the dream time, the record keeping of the waters. And there's what you carry with you from Orion is a fusion and magic. And then, oh, because you are a Pisces, this is your ability to have delusional control, especially with all that's going on with Neptune up there right now. You are here on this earth to be part of the activation of this earth. The dream maker, the ability to awaken others to the needs of those less fortunate than any of us. No matter how unfortunate we are, there's always somebody who has less and needs a helping hand. And there's always something that we can do for anyone else like that. And so this is part of your purpose of being here. And they're showing me mostly Orion. They keep bringing it back to Orion and Egyptian, and that is where you got your beginning at a time when Egypt was flourishing. The waters hadn't receded to nothing. You know, it was before the great floods. So I hope that helps you. Are you getting anything else to go with that?
Oh, no, I was focused on the chat.
Okay. Okay, just me. Why are they keep saying cetaceous or something to that effect?
I'm not very familiar with the term.
Okay, so maybe it is a water planet that we just haven't heard of yet.
Yeah, possibly.
And now I'm going to, you know me in a deep dive, 1038. And what did I find? That's where 3i Atlas came in. So yes, yeah. Well, I'll go on a deep dive to see where that was.
Yeah.
What's
Thank
that?
you so much, Leah and Diana.
And Akashic Record Masters.
Yeah, and Akashic Records Master. So I believe we are done with the first set.
Mm-hmm.
So if you haven't done it yet, please type in #stars to enter the draw for a reading. So during this shows, if you just came in, during the shows, we draw people randomly and then through the giveaway tool. So please, if you haven't typed in #stars, please do so. We will draw for 4 more for the next round. So I just want to say hello to the people who are just came in. So Reality with Krista Marie, hello, thank you for being here. Oh, Hypnicity is also here, and Roxy. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Okay.
Krista Marie.
Shooting Star 2318. Congratulations, and please type in your question. Maureen D'Amico 2585. Congratulations, and please type in your question. Roxy, congratulations, and please type in your question. And last for this round, Annie Bear, 7F, please type in your question. Okay. So again, that's Shooting Star 2318. Maureen D'Amico, Roxy, and Annie Bear. Taro Stash has another feedback. Diane, I think my planet of origin influence is yet to be recognized. Interesting. That's also possible. There are many stars and planets. We were just talking about earlier backstage about how many starseed types there are, and there are so many.
Yeah.
Reality with Krista Marie says, I literally landed on this live. Oh, you were drawn here. Thank you so much for tapping or clicking on our live. So
Right.
this is, we do this live every fortnight or every other week. So if you
I
are
love
drawn
that you
today,
said every fortnight. You know how long it's been since I've heard someone use the term?
really?
Yep. Yep. I love
Okay.
that.
Oh, thank you so much for, yeah, please hit the thumbs up on the videos to support
Carol.
our channels. And if you haven't subscribed to our channels yet, yeah, the links are in the description. Oh, no worries. Reality with Krista Marie. Okay, I got 3. Okay, we got 4. And then, okay, first question is from Shooting Star. Is it my turn or yours, Diana?
I think yours.
Okay. Shooting Star 2318 is asking, where was I from in the galactics and what was my role? Has my path maybe continued? So, just a clarification before we go in the records. Shooting Star, we've lived in many different star systems and planets. So, what I'm going to check for in the records is the one that is most affecting you in your current lifetime, Shooting Star. Okay, where is this? First, I'm seeing a planet or a star system where it's very colorful. There are pastel colors everywhere. So I'm just going to figure out where this is. Where was this? Show me, masters. Is this in Beta Centauri or Apollonia or Alpha Centauri? Okay, can you show me where? Pleione. This was also in Pleione or in Pleiades. It's in a star system called Pleione. So Pleione is a star system that specializes in rest and recreation. So there are many of us who've had vacation lifetimes in Pleione, but I'm going to see what you were doing there and how it's affecting you right now. Is Pleione Shooting Star's home? Or did they just incarnate there for many times? Okay, show me the one incarnation where she or they is most affecting her. So Shooting Star, I'm seeing a lake, and there's a sort of a canoe in the middle of the lake, and you were rowing that canoe. That was your idea of peace, and I don't know if it still is right now. But they're telling me that how or and why it's affecting you currently is that because it's a very peaceful star system. So when you incarnated here on Earth, it might have come as a shock. So during your first incarnations on Earth, you were having a really tough time adjusting. It's all this work and the stress that comes with working is what you struggled with, is what the Akashic Records masters are telling me. Because in Pleione, you had time to rest. You had time to connect with spirit. And you did that in that lake that they were showing me in the vision. You felt very much connected with spirit in water. So this is their encouragement for you to go out in bodies of water whenever you feel stressed, or maybe take a soak in the bath if that makes you feel relaxed. Because they're showing me that during that time, you were very much connected when you were in water. So whenever you feel stressed, yeah, take a bath or visit a body of water. So I hope that helps, Shooting Star. And thank you so much for letting us read for you. Shooting Star said, "Yes, I love being by the lake. It's something that you used to do even outside of Earth. So yeah, it's no surprise that you love being by the lake." So thank you so much. And next up, we have Maureen D'Amico's question for you,
Hello,
Diane.
Maureen. May I have a message from my guides regarding my past life with my dad and how it is affecting me now? This past life with your dad actually began on Vega. And there is this message coming through that you need to loosen your grip, that you have this extreme self-discipline, a discipline that is unnecessary. They're showing that you were in this relationship with your dad, you were actually both priestly. So this is a discipline that can be misunderstood. And some people interpret it as arrogance. I'm not sure why they're using that word, but it doesn't fit in with your lifestyle and your bubbly personality and the way you live now. But knowing that you have that same priestly, religious interest from Vega is where the discipline comes. You can loosen your grip on that because your dad needs the grip to be loosened himself. It will set an example for him as he goes through the rest of his days, as you travel through the rest of your days. So I hope that has helped you some. Thank you, Masters.
Thank you, Diana, Masters, and for
Maureen.
your question, Maureen. So next up, we have Roxy's question, who is asking, "I am the golden dragon in the Axis core. Anything I need to do or know right now about Pleione if needed?" Okay. I'm going to check if you've ever been you've had a dragon lifetime. Did Roxy incarnate as a dragon? I'm getting a no on this, Roxy. Usually, people who've had dragon lifetimes they have a reptilian lineage. So I think it's a different lineage for you. How about Pleione Masters? Did Roxy ever incarnate in Pleione? But I'm getting a yes on Pleione, Rox. So I'm going to see what kind of lifetime you had there in Pleiades and Pleione. I'm seeing mountains for you, Rox. You used to hike in Pleione. That was your idea of peace, is hiking up the mountains and connecting with spirit there. And they're showing me pyramids, but it's not Pleione. They just mean that you're hiking the mountain because you feel like you're more connected with spirit that way. The same way people here on earth built the pyramids because they could connect through spirit in higher altitudes. How's this helpful for Roxy Masters? They're telling me that it's not necessarily the altitude that used to help you connect with spirit. It's the solitude, not the altitude. Masters are funny. Okay, it's the solitude, not the altitude, that helps you connect with spirit. Because when you are busy and being surrounded by people,
Oops. Sorry.
oh, okay. When you're
Oops.
busy and being surrounded by people, Roxy, there's a lot of noise. Like I'm seeing a lot of chatter around you, and you might find it hard to focus. So the challenge for you in this lifetime on earth is to find solace and peace. It's either to find solace and peace even when you're surrounded with people, or to take breaks and look for places where you can focus inwards and connect with yourself inwards. So that is the challenge for you in this lifetime, Roxy. So I hope that helps. And thank you for letting us read for you.
I'm sorry I lost your question.
No worries. Oh,
But
but they have this feedback.
yeah,
Oh, okay. Sorry. What were you saying, Diana?
I just wanted to show the feedback from Maureen, and I put it in too soon, and I'm sorry about that. But yes, she has had those feelings that her dad is ready to go. And I know that when he was in the hospital, and I think that is so unhappy, and that he's hanging on for his stepmom. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your feedback, Maureen and Roxy. Your feedbacks help. They really help us grow as readers.
Right.
So Roxy says, "Thank you. I want solitude now. LOL. Always surrounded by people, and yes, lots of noise." Okay. So last but not the least for this batch is Annie Bear's question for you, Diana.
Annie Bear, message from a star system, please. Thank you, ladies and Akashic Records masters. You bet, you bet, you bet. Your role right now is to be lifting the veil. It is not just the veil that you feel is in front of you, between you and the future, between you and what you see and what you do. It is the veil that is clouding the eyes of others. You are an influencer. You are bringing more to people than you realize. You too have this self discipline to move on through the future and to move mountains for many people. Again, they're bringing up that same spiritual technology term that they used with Gerald. It almost sounds Spanish, and I can't even attempt to say it because my ears are cloudy. They're not getting the whole word. Their final part of this transmission is please continue to do what you are doing. You are doing a fine job. End of transmission. Thank you, Masters. I hope that helped. I
Thank
hope
you,
that helped.
Diana,
Was
and
coming
thank you.
down from Vega. Man,
I'm
Vega's
also
busy for me today.
I was also hearing, interestingly, Diana, I was also hearing something Spanish.
Okay.
And it's an emotion, if I'm not mistaken. I think I have notes of that in here. I'm just going to see. Okay. A Spanish term. Hold on. I'll check it later. But for now, I'll get back to you, Annie Bear, on that.
Okay.
But for now,
Yeah.
let's draw for what time is it? We still have time, so let's draw for
Yeah.
another round.
Woo.
Okay. So if you haven't done it yet, please type in hashtag stars to enter the draw for a reading. Hypnicity, congratulations, and please type in your question. Next up, Suzanne. Congratulations, and please type in your question.
You won.
Oh, I won. I'm very lucky when it comes to giveaway tools. Schweikhoff, or SHWY cough. Congratulations, and please type in your question. Last for this round, we have Lori Hunsinger. Congratulations, and please type in your question. So I have Hypnicity's question and Suzanne's question. So we're still waiting for Lori Hunsinger's question and SHWY cough.
Schweiker.
Schweikhoff.
Schweiker. Sounds a little German or Yiddish.
Yeah. Okay, I have
Lori's, I see.
Lori's question. So while we're waiting for SHWY cough, please make sure that you're subscribed to both of our channels. Our details are in the description. So while we're waiting for them, okay.
There it is.
There we go.
You
Let's
find it?
start. Yes. So first question is from Hypnicity. Hypnicity is asking, which of my past life lessons do I use most in my current life, or general, if it's too weird? It's not too weird, Hypnicity. That's a great question.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to see what past life or past galactic life lesson you'll learn before that you are using the most right now. I'm seeing walls. So it is something about boundaries that you've learned in the past. So I'm just going to see like where you learned this soul lesson from. Is it from Orion? Okay, I'm seeing ships again, so this is something that you learned from Orion. You incarnated before in Orion, but not in the peaceful parts, because I'm seeing outside of the Orion's belt. So you incarnated in a star system called Bellatrix, Hypnicity. Your star system was controlled by the Empire. But you weren't allied with either the Empire or the rebels. You were just there, and you were basically pissed off on either side because people who weren't inclined to either, they were like collateral damage to the Orion Wars, and you've witnessed countless instances of that within your family and to the people around you. You were just so done with war. So, what you carried over from that incarnation is your ability to say no. I do not want to take part in any of this. I keep my neutrality and I keep my peace. So, that is a trait and a soul lesson that you got from that lifetime hypnicity. And hypnicity is saying, wow, that's amazing. I'm a lone wolf in this life. I don't like to choose sides. And that is the reason. Because you witnessed like just endless wars in your incarnation in Orion.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope that helps, hypnicity. And thank you so much for your wonderful question. So next up is a question from Suzanne for you,
Okay.
Diana.
Hi, Suzanne. What strength do I bring forward in this lifetime? They're showing me a past lifetime on Beta Centauri. You have this inbred courage that is deep within you. This is a strength. And what you must understand right now is that the doors are opening for you, portals are welcoming you, and that you have this earth journey to touch the soil. They're saying you should be walking barefoot upon the grass and allow yourself to relax. Though times here on earth are as tumultuous as what you have come from in the past, there is still time to get away, hold space, find your own sanctuary. And these are the portals you are passing through now. In doing so, you become a model for others. End of transmission. I hope that helps, Suzanne. Thank you, Masters.
Thank you so much, Diana. And thank you, Masters. And thank you, Suzanne, for your question. So, with regards to the Spanish word that I was hearing for Annie Bear a while ago, the reason why I couldn't find it was because it wasn't Spanish, it was Portuguese.
Okay.
And the word is saudade.
Say that. Oh, so
Saudade.
that.
Saudade.
Saudade.
It's saudade.
Saudade.
And
Yeah.
the way it's explained is it's the deep nostalgic longing for something or someone who is absent, combined with the awareness that they may never return. And yet, there's this quiet gratitude of having experienced it nonetheless. So this is a feeling that I think they recognize in you, Annie Bear. That's why they brought up the word.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you
Wonderful.
might.
That sums it all up. And the fact that we both heard it. Thank you, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
So I hope that helps, Annie Bear. Okay, next up is
I wonder now if that whale is a Portuguese word.
that's very possible.
Yep.
Schweikhoff is asking for a previous life and from what star they're from. Okay, what is Schweikhoff's star of origin, Masters? And I'm going to check for your lifetime there, Schweikhoff. So the lifetime that they're showing me is on land. But they're telling me that this was somewhere in Beta Centauri. And I'm mentioning that it's on land because Beta Centauri has a lot of water planets. You used to live on one of those planets, but on land. So you were a descendant of the Lyran refugees that came to Beta Centauri. And they're bringing that up because for that very first lifetime, it was important to you. There were lessons from your ancestors that you carried with you. Resilience is one of them. And it is still a lesson that you carry with you in your lifetime right now on Earth. And you show that lesson and use that lesson and gift whenever there's a problem or issues that arise. Nothing can shake you. Nothing can bring you down. Regardless of what challenges are thrown to you, you will find a way to get through it and rise above it. That's why it is a lesson and a gift. And that's the end of transmission. So I hope that helps, Shaikov. And thank you for letting us read for you. So next question is from Lori Hunsinger.
Hi, Laurie. When was my most recent life on Sirius B? Huh. Well, the one just before this. It's why you feel that this calling home, calling the parts of you home. You need to give into a sweetness that's around because you are under the influence of Venus. Venus is strong in your chart. Venus is strong in your heart. They're not giving me much else except that you need to start taking it easy. Give yourself a little vacation, a little break. Don't worry about where you came from or where you're going to. Today, you need to be just where you are and embrace the moment for that. End of transmission. I hope that helps, Laurie.
Thank you, Diana, Masters, and Lori for your question. So we are almost at the top of the hour.
Yeah.
Would you like to do two more?
Sure. Sure.
Okay.
I think we've got time for one more each. That should do good.
Okay. So if you've come in late, please make sure that you type the hashtag for today or the keyword hashtag stars. It doesn't have to be in all capital letters. We will draw for two more. So let's just give time for the people to enter their hashtags. Okay. First up, Mangled Unicorn. I don't know if Mangled Unicorn is still in chat. Mangled Unicorn? Okay, there we go. She's still here. Please type in your question. And last but not the least for this episode, is Mona. Mona Le Seraphim. Congratulations.
Love the way you said that.
I don't know if I mentioned if I said that correctly.
The Seraphim, yeah.
There we go. Again, that's Jax and Mona. I got Jax's question. Thank you, Mona. Mona says, I said it perfect. And we have a feedback from Laurie Hunsinger, who says, that is what I thought. Give into the sweetness. I love this. Oh, it is exactly what my heart and soul needed to hear. Thank you,
good.
Diana. My
Good.
homeopath told me yesterday, gently, softly heal.
Oh, this is great. Wonderful. Thanks for the feedback.
Thank you so much. And please make sure that you like this video. And if you haven't, please subscribe to both of our channels. The details are in the description. So while we are waiting for Mona's question, let's read for Jacqueline Mangled Unicorn, who is asking, I would like to hear about any galactic life lesson I need to know about. Okay. What galactic life lesson would be most beneficial for Jacqueline to know in this moment, Masters? The word that popped in my mind when I asked the question, Jacqueline, is forgiveness. And they're showing me a past lifetime where you witnessed the destruction of a planet. So I'm going to check, was this the destruction of Lyra or Beta Centauri? You witnessed the destruction of a planet in Beta Centauri. Mm-hmm. And you were on a ship. And you had so much sadness. And you carried this image with you for many, many years. Until you realized that the hate is too strong of a word. It's not necessarily hate, but you carried that emotion with you for several years, maybe even thousands of years, until you realized that it was making you feel very heavy. But the lesson that you learned in that lifetime and in that experience is that forgiveness isn't for the perpetrator. Forgiveness was for yourself, so that it no longer controls you, so that the experience no longer controls you, and so that you can move forward with a lighter heart. They're making it clear that in forgiving, you didn't forget or erase what has happened, but you kind of looked at it from a different light and perspective. Yes, a planet was destroyed, but you looked at the helpers, or you looked at the people who helped the Beta Centaurians during that time. You looked at the camaraderie in between planets, and you felt gratitude that despite all of it, there were good things that emerged from it as well. You will not tolerate it, but you stopped letting it control you, is what they're telling me, Jacqueline. So that is the life lesson that you learned from that galactic lifetime. So
Wow.
I hope that helps. And she says, very true. Looks like I got a refresher course this lifetime. Let's hope I did it right this time. Yeah, thank you
Very
so
good.
much, Jacqueline.
Mona, I don't see your question.
Yeah, I'm not seeing Mona's question.
Relax, Glory.
Mona,
Minute.
please type in your question. So we don't have a set question for this show. Um, you need to type the question.
Right.
You're very welcome, Jacqueline.
Relax. Relax. My dogs act like nobody ever feeds them. You know, that syndrome that they get in. Wait a minute. It's past 4:30. Yeah, so you didn't eat till noon. What's the problem? We were lazy this morning.
Yeah, dogs are so lovely. Oh, and speaking of dogs, I just recalled next Sunday on Soul Cloud, I will be talking about lifetimes as animals. So there
Ooh.
are a lot of questions with regards to the topic. So I will be answering that on Soul Cloud. So if you're interested in that, make sure that you are subscribed and don't forget to tune in on 5 p.m. Eastern. And after the discussion, we will be doing Akashic Records reading. So
Oh, you froze. Can't do.
you're
Don't
locked
do
there.
that. You froze.
Oops. There
Don't
we
do
go.
that. Don't leave me now.
Yeah,
Oh,
I got I got scared there for a second.
me too.
But there is here is the question from Mona.
Okay. Akashic Records. What lifetime is most influential for me now? Well, they are not necessarily showing only the starseed life. They are showing me also a life that you've had in the past on this earth. This is in Shangri-La in Tibet. Another one of those disappearing worlds. A place that was, but no one knows where it is. As a monk, that is where you lived, high up in the hills, mountains, I should say. And Andromeda, they're saying Andromeda was a lifetime of yours that is influential on how you are now. So the beauty of faith and the beauty of community is important to you in this lifetime. And that you have been brought to earth, you are called to be on earth because you are here to create the new earth. As that we all know, this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. It is The wolf moon fulfilled the song, the opening lyrics to the song. And understand that they're laughing because it's Aquarius and they're saying, you're a mover and a shaker. Get out there and move your money maker. You guys are so funny today. You have this ability also with your audio clarence. So that is one of your stronger clairs. If you are not using it or practicing with it, you should tap deeper into it. It will help you understand. It will help you hear the rock people, the hollow earth people, which are important, for that is where those of Shangri-La go when they are not on the top of the mountain, into the hollows below. So I do hope that that helps, Mona. Thank you so much, Akashic Record Masters. I hope that helps you. There is something you are being called to do, and in the community somehow.
Thank you so much, Diana, Masters. And thank you, Mona, for your question. So we are at the top of the hour. So, Diana, would you like to do the honors of closing the records?
I will. Thank you so much. So let's close as we began. 3 deep breaths. Please place us in a steady stream of divine white light, the white light of divine guidance and divine grace. Mikhail, wrap your blue bubble of protection around us that shrinks to fit as we step into the healing teal green orb of Raphael that floats and shares and spreads and transfers. The divine white light, the white light of divine guidance and divine grace. So mote it be. Thank you for these messages from the hallowed halls, sacred texts, and the divine masters of records. And thank you to our guides and our guardians. The records are now closed. And those blessings will hold true to anybody who watches this later on the replay. Thank you all for coming in and for sticking with us till the end. And I'm so glad for those who got a reading. I hope it all resonated with you.
And if you didn't get a reading, please make sure that you are subscribed to both of our channels. We will have shows as well this coming week. What about you, Diana? I've mentioned my show, Soul Cloud, for the Sunday. How about you?
Well, I'll do Sunday on the sofa in the morning, and usually 9:30, 10 o'clock, but I don't advertise till just before I go live, but that's usually around the time. It just depends on how I roll out of bed. How long it takes me to stand up. And then later on that day, probably at 8 o'clock, because that's when we normally go, Valerie and I are going to be talking because doing shows on Sunday evenings, despite when the moon is, because there's just so much going on. And though we may not direct it all to astrology, we're going to add a few other things into it to help people with the energies of these times. And then, of course, we'll be back to Tuesday with Akashic Records and the Dream Show. And then next week's a shorter week.
Thank you so much, Diana. And thank you so much, everyone, for sticking around, sticking by. Thank you to the mods who helped keep these chats a safe space.
That's
and
right.
We will see you in 2 weeks.
And we both do personal readings. So
yes.
if you would like to reach out to us for that, please, by all means, through our emails. They're in the chat. in the in there somewhere.
In the description.
In the
Yes,
description. Thank you so
our
much. I
emails
don't
are in
even
the description.
this week was so hectic for me. I don't even remember if I put it in the description this week or not, but by all
I
means.
think we did.
Okay, good.
Thank
Okay.
you, everyone. See ya.
Bye-bye. Peace out. Be safe. Be safe, especially if you're in the storm's path. Oh.